This video is going to walk you through doing your first blog post. So first you need to make sure that you're signed on to your blog, and there's a variety of ways of doing this. I went and typed in the URL address of my blog, and then up here in the upper right hand corner I signed in using my Gmail account, and it brings me to something that looks like this, and then I'll just hit new post. From here I want to give it a descriptive title, so I'll call it week 1 post 1 and introduction, directions, and example. And then I actually just went and copy pasted the information that I want in here. Sometimes you have to be a little bit careful of that, and you'll want to make sure that the font is consistent, so from post to post, and it can be highlighted and changed here under the one that says F for font. Okay, so I don't want only this link to the video, and actually to make this link work better I should copy it and go link, and it makes it into a link that it can a hyperlink that can be followed. But I want more than that. I want it to be embedded. So there's a couple ways of doing this, and it depends on how your video is set up. So this little icon up here that says insert a video, I'll show you some of the possibilities. One is you could just upload it from your computer if you have it stored in the right format. If you can do it from YouTube, and you can do your own YouTube videos from your Gmail account. So I actually suggest that you create a YouTube account for this class. I don't know that there's going to be anything required, but it could be very useful for you. Or you could do it from your phone or a webcam. Okay, so I'm not going to do it from any of those. I'm actually going to do, I guess, a little bit more challenging one. I'm going to switch over here to HTML, and down here at the bottom where I want it, I've already pulled up the YouTube that I want, and I'm going to go to where it says share or embed, and I want to get the embed code, and I'll look over this a little bit carefully. I don't want the suggested videos on the side after it's done, and here I could adjust the height a little bit and the width if I'm not happy with that, but I think I'm happy with it, so I'm going to copy it, and then I'm going to come over here to my post again, and I'm going to paste it, and then I'm going to switch from this HTML back to the compose, and there my video is. Then I can keep typing below the video if I want. I could also center the video. I can, by here, I can center it there because I kind of like them centered. Okay, so I've basically got what I want here for my first post. Now I want to give it a label. Okay, so I'm going to say this is week 1. It's also introduction. Okay, so those are easy ways of categorizing, and we'll be using a lot of labels in this class, so I suggest you using labels as you go along with your posts. And then I hit done there. If I want to, I could schedule this when I want it to post if I didn't want to post right now, and there's some other options that you can explore and look at. Okay, so I'm ready. I'm going to hit publish. Okay, and since this is my first post, it's the only thing that shows up here in this area. So I want to go up here and say view blog, see if I like it. Okay, yeah, there it is. Okay, so I say, I want to make some changes to that. So I go back up here to new posts, and this is again not the only way of doing this, but you'll play with it and figure out what you're most comfortable of accessing this, and then hit close here, and then it gets me back to this page here, and I can hit edit, and then I could make any changes that I want, and then I can hit update it, and it'll update it. I could also hit preview, and it will give me an example. So I can see if I like it before I update it. Okay, so I'm just going to hit update and go back to viewing the blog, and you can see over here that it archived it based on the settings that I chose. I don't have, the labels didn't show up, so I'm going to need to go in as I develop my blog and add some labels because I like the labels to show up in some way. So that's what I'll be off to do next.